Welcome to this informational webinar about the Assistant Dean of the Library position at Wofford College. My name is Lisa Roberts. I'm the Dean of the Library and the Chair of the Search Committee. We are grateful you've taken the time to watch this webinar. We hope it answers your questions and encourages you to apply. Our goal for this brief informational webinar is to provide you with an introduction to Wofford College, an overview of the library, and some additional details about the two teams who report directly to the Assistant Dean of the Library. We'll also provide some tips for navigating the application and interview process. Wofford College is a United Methodist affiliated college that welcomes students and employees of all faiths and beliefs. Wofford's 170-acre campus has been designated as an arboretum by the American Association of Botanical Gardens and Arboreta. Details about employee benefits are available on the LibGuide. You can see links directly to human resources where you can read in full detail. One noteworthy benefit is the fact that once employees are fully vested in the retirement program, Wofford contributes 10% of your annual salary to your retirement. Our library is student-centered. It is a third space where everyone is welcome. We provide a variety of indoor and outdoor spaces that support a wide range of intentional learning activities. The library also serves as an academic commons, as it is home to the Center for Excellence in Teaching and Learning, the Writing Center, and accessibility services. The college's core values align perfectly with our values as a department. Freedom of inquiry, critical thinking, and integrity all provide a solid foundation for intellectual freedom. Our collections are developed to reflect the entire curriculum, and we're committed to equity and inclusion in the workplace, in library systems, services, and collections. The next two slides will be introductions to the Collections Services team and Access Services team.
Hi, I'm the Collections Librarian, Carmenita Turner. I handle all of the cataloging and all the back-end metadata work to ensure the discoverability and activation of our resources. Additionally, I spearhead targeted collection development projects. Most recently, I've been working on establishing strong workflows for streaming film management. A regular task for me is handling our external support tickets, like when a database is down. And I have become the go-to person for negotiating with vendors about prices and subscription packages. Since we operate on a July to June fiscal year, our renewals and subscriptions start in either July or January. The collections team regularly collaborates with the subject librarians to ensure that the collection meets the curricular needs of Wofford. John and I gather and share usage data with all librarians so that we can collectively evaluate subscriptions or research new databases. We also share that data with the Association of College and Research Libraries, our local consortia, and campus stakeholders to demonstrate the successes of the library.
Hi, my name is John McLaughlin. I am the Collection Services Assistant. I handle a lot of the day-to-day business and logistics. By that I mean the ordering and invoicing, so a lot of communication with vendors, librarians, faculty and staff, or whoever has submitted a purchase request. I typically purchase all items for the collection, and I work with vendors and the business department to process our invoices. I track our purchases and renewals in spreadsheets, and because we're dealing with a lot of systems that don't yet talk with each other, I make sure all the necessary data is input throughout Alma, Workday, and our spreadsheets. This enables me to keep a close eye on the budget so we know where we're at as the fiscal year winds down and we look to make wise investments with our remaining funds. So I'm kind of like a money guy. I also oversee any student workers we have in our department and the physical processing of the items we receive. I work regularly with our collection services librarian, Carmenita, and our work often crosses over with the Access Services team.
Hello, my name is Erin Davis. I'm the Access Services Librarian for Wofford College. The Access Services team of Sandor Teszler Library enhances and supports the user experience through excellent customer service in the areas of fulfillment, spaces, outreach, and resources. The team consists of the Access Services Librarian, Access Services Coordinator, and a team of approximately 20 student employees that we call Studies. While the Access Services Coordinator and the Studies facilitate circulation, resource sharing, and assistance with the printers and scanners, the Access Services Librarian focuses on system configurations and implementations, policies and workflows, licensing and copyright, serving on professional committees, marketing, outreach, and programming. We work together to identify unique ways to support the mission of Wofford College, keeping our fingers on the pulse of the community and looking for ways to increase user satisfaction. To support students specifically, the Access Services team is structured with a peer-to-peer service model that encourages them to approach the information desk with questions and needs. This requires that we heavily invest in training, coaching, and developing our Studies, and we take great pride in the relationships we cultivate through this process. To serve our patrons, the Access Services team frequently collaborates with the Collection Services team as well. Both teams may be involved in requests for course reserves, resources to support the curriculum, or the replacement of lost or damaged items, as well as institutional initiatives like the launch of a popular reading collection. Because Access Services is involved in the structure and design of the discovery layer, we work closely to update cataloging records that need attention and identifying ways that record fields display to the patron. This relationship is critical to a comprehensive approach in customer service.
The library culture is highly collaborative. We work in teams across areas of responsibility and meet as an entire department on a regular basis to ensure good communication and a focus on shared values and goals. The Assistant Dean of the Library has a central role interacting with all the various working groups in the department, as well as working with key campus stakeholders, consortium partners, and vendors. As you prepare your application for this position, you will need your resume or CV, a cover letter, and contact information for 3 references. References will not be contacted unless you are a finalist for the position. As you prepare the cover letter, please help us understand how your professional journey has helped shape you as a leader and a collaborator. We invite you to reflect on the following. How do your experiences with strategic planning, systems management, collection development, or team leadership prepare you to contribute to our library's mission in a small liberal arts college environment? We encourage you to be specific and reflective in your responses. We value authenticity and are interested in learning not just what you've accomplished, but how those experiences have helped develop your leadership philosophy and collaborative approach. This position is open until filled, but we encourage you to apply by March 30th to assure full consideration by the search committee. The plan is to conduct phone interviews in April, in-person interviews in May, and we hope to fill the position by mid-May. Finalists who are selected for the in-person interview will be sent the interview questions from the search committee the day before. This allows you time to craft a thoughtful response. Some elements of this job require you to think on your feet, and others are things that you have had time to prepare for in advance. So the search process reflects those dynamics. There will also be a couple of informal sessions that are meant to be informative, not evaluative. The goal is to give you the information you need. We recognize that interviewing for a position is a two-way street. We hope this webinar has been helpful to you as you consider applying for this position. If you are interested, please submit your cover letter, resume or CV, and list of 3 professional references by March 30th for full consideration. Please check out the additional resources on this LibGuide, and thank you again for your interest in this position.